Hi friends, hearty welcome to my YouTube channel, A Way to Good English. Today, I would like to tell you in detail about the use of be form. As you all know, there are 5 auxiliaries under be: am, us, are, was and were. These auxiliaries are also known as state forms because they tell us about the state of the subject. Okay, they are used as main verbs and auxiliary verbs in a sentence. Since they are used like that, we can call them primary auxiliaries. Not only be form, have form and do form are also primary auxiliaries. Okay, so let's have a look at be as main verb in a sentence. Be can be used as a main verb before a noun. Okay, before a noun. When you look at the board, you can find before the noun, and one example is given here as a student. A very simple example. He, a subject, is the main verb, a student is a noun. I am a teacher. I, subject, am, main verb, teacher, noun. Clear? India is my country. India is subject, is main verb, country is noun. So, you can use a noun after be. You won't go wrong. The sentence is correct. Clear? So, this is an example. Now, we'll learn a little more about it. These auxiliary verbs are also known in grammar anomalous finites because they can form negatives, they can form interrogatives, they can form question tags, short answers, etc. Clear? So, we will learn one or two of these important things. Let's learn to make negatives. Very simple. So how can you make negative of us a student? What you will do, you will put a not after this us. For us, not a student. As a student, is not a student. This is written language. In written language, you say, is not a student. I'm not a teacher. Okay. But in spoken language, you use the contracted form, the short form of not. How can you? Is isn't a student. Isn't a student. Is not a student. Isn't a student. Isn't a student. Isn't. Clear? So this is short form. So when English people, the native speakers speak, they use contracted forms. Listen to it. Okay? So we are learning contracted form. And after that, you have to learn interrogatives. What is interrogative? Nothing, a question. And how to frame an interrogative? Simply invert the order. Invert the subject-verb order. What is the subject-verb order? He, subject, is, verb. You are inverting it. Is comes first. So you put this is before he. Then it is an interrogative. Is he a student? Is he a student? You have a doubt. Suppose somebody says he is a student. Is he a student? A doubt. Okay, you cannot believe. Is he a student? So like that you say. You can also make interrogative negative. How? Is he not a student? Is he not a student? Is he not a student? So like that you can ask. And sometimes, as I told you in spoken language, what you say? Isn't he a student? Isn't he a student? There is a slight shift. What is that? Is he not a student? Is he not a student? You are putting not after subject, after he. But when you put int, it is before he. That is soon after auxiliary. Isn't he a student? Is he not a student? Isn't he a student? Clear? So, now before adjectives. You can use before adjectives. Adjectives of quality, size, age, height, anything. Okay. So, here is 50. It's age. He is intelligent. Okay. Brilliant, you get. He is intelligent. He is young. He is short. He is tall. Okay. Like this you can frame sentences. Very simple. Okay. So, that is the correct formation. Correct way of framing a sentence. After be, you can use an adjective. Adjective can be. What is an adjective? You know? What is adjective? Adjective is a word that qualifies a noun. Simple example, boy, good boy. Boy, good boy. Good is an adjective. Okay, good is an adjective. Young man, young is an adjective because it qualifies man. That much is enough. Okay, now, so you have an example here. Let's take he is handsome. Let it be a handsome person. He is handsome. How can you make negative of this? He is not handsome. He is handsome. He is not handsome. You have different opinion. You say, he is not handsome. It is your view. And then you can contract it. How can you contract or how can you shorten it? He isn't handsome. In spoken language you say, he isn't handsome. He is not handsome. He isn't handsome. Clear? So you want to make interrogative. How can you frame interrogative sentence? How can you make interrogative? You see what you do? The same thing. You are inverting. From here, you put it here. He is handsome. Is he handsome? Is he handsome? Clear? So you want to make it interrogative negative. How can you? Is he not handsome? Is he not handsome? Okay, so suppose somebody says he's handsome. The other says, okay, no, I don't think. Then you can say, is he not handsome? Is he not handsome? Contracted form. Isn't he handsome? Isn't he handsome? Clear? So this way you can frame sentences. Another, before adverbs. You know what is an adverb? Adverb qualifies another verb, adverb or an adjective. Okay, so in three ways adverbs are formed. So here, one simple, very few examples you can take. She is here. She is here. Here is an adverb. It's a place, adverb of place. She is here. They are away. They are away. They are away. They are far away. It's a phrase there. They are away is an adverb. So like that you can frame adverb also. The same thing you can do. She is here. Negative. She is not here. She isn't here. She is here. She is not here. She isn't here. She isn't here. Clear? So interrogative. How can you frame interrogative? Simply invert it. Is she here? Then interrogative negative. Isn't she here? Sorry. Is she not here? Isn't she here? Clear? So this way you can frame. Okay? Negative, negative contracted. Interrogative, interrogative negative, interrogative negative contracted. Clear? So this you have to practice. You can practice it. Then, another, before adverbial or prepositional phrases. Phrase means more than two words will be there. In a phrase we have more than two words. So, in adverbial phrase as well as prepositional phrase we can use before that. Okay, before adverbial phrase or prepositional phrase. Okay, let's see one example. The book was on the table. The book was on the table. On the table. It's a phrase. It's a prepositional phrase. The book was on the table. Okay, or he is in the room. He is in the room. In the room. Preposition is very important. Remember that. If preposition is not there or is wrongly used, the meaning will be quite different. So, the us in the room. Or another, the book is on the table. This, let's take book is on the table. Or another, he was in the hospital. He was in the hospital. So how can you make the negative of this? Negative. The book is on the table, or was on the table. The book was not on the table. The book wasn't on the table. Clear? Wasn't on the table. Then interrogative. Was the book on the table? Was the book not on the table? Wasn't the book on the table? Like this you can frame. Right? Okay, once you get onto the track, you will go without any stop. That's a problem. You have to get onto the track. Get onto the track. Then you will go. Now, next, you see, you can find before to infinitive. We can use be form before to infinitive. Okay, to infinitive, that you must know. Something unfamiliar to you in this category. There are two types of infinitives, bare infinitive and to infinitive, and they are non-finite. Non-finite means verbs which do not have tense. They do not change according to tense or voice or person. I'll give you one example. Okay, I go to school. She goes to school. Okay, another. Meaning is same, only the subject different. I go, she goes. When the subject changes, verb changes. I am a teacher. He is a teacher. When I and he, subject changes, verb changes. This is finite verb. But to infinitive is non-finite. Okay, to infinitive is non-finite. ing participle, past participle, etc. are non-finites. Okay, so two types of infinitives are the bare infinitive and to infinitive. Nothing, just the root of the verb. Go. Let's take the verb go. Go is bare infinitive. To go is to infinitive. Is it clear to you? To go is to infinitive. Go, to go. Come, to come. Come is bare infinitive. To come is to infinitive. So it won't change. And now, when we use to infinitive after be, what does it mean? Okay, this shows an arrangement, a future arrangement. For example, he is to come. He is to come. Or, see, it is here. He is to come. Example is there. He is to come here. He is to come here. That means we made an arrangement earlier. Oh, I see another. I am to meet Mr. John. I am to meet Mr. John at 5. I am to meet Mr. John at 5. In that sentence, you find an arrangement already made. It is already arranged. Is it clear to you? Then, similarly, to give orders. Okay, you are to complete this work. You are to complete this work. That's an order. Okay, you are to do this duty. It's an order. Or instruction, you can say an instruction. Okay, so another, you can also use to infinitive after about. You see, in between be and to infinitive, there comes about, and it shows an immediate future. I'll just give you one example. The bus is about to leave. The bus is about to leave. I'm about to go now. I'm about to go. Okay, I'm about to go. Just go, about to go. I'm about to go. To go is infinitive. The bus is about to leave. To infinitive. Clear? You can, the same way, you can make it negative, then short contracted form of negative, interrogative negative, and interrogative negative contracted. Okay, do like that. And then comes as auxiliary verb. You know that this be form can be used as auxiliary verb also. Okay, we can use it as auxiliary verb. Let's see how. We can use it as auxiliary before an ing verb or present participle. An ing verb is called present participle, right? For example, help, helping. Come, coming. That is ing verb or present participle. We call it present participle. Present participle is non-finite, just like the to infinitive. It won't change. Okay, so it has no tense. That's the reason. So you have examples here. People are staying at home. Now, a good example, relevant nowadays. You know, because of this lockdown, many people stay at home now. They don't go out. People are staying. It's a temporary thing. That's why people are staying at home now. People are staying at home. Do you get the example? Clear? Are is auxiliary verb there. It helps the main verb staying. Staying is main verb there. Okay, so that one you can take. We can make the negative of this. This I'll do for you. How? People are staying at home. People are not staying at home. People aren't staying at home. People aren't staying at home. And then, are people staying at home? Are they not staying at home? Aren't they staying at home? Clear. So, when ing verb, present participle, come after be form, remember it will be always a continuous tense, either present continuous or past continuous. I was sleeping, past continuous. I am teaching, present continuous. Is it clear to you? Clear? Okay, so like that. Now the before past participle. Just like present participle, past participle also is a non-finite. So be plus past participle. Remember, it's always passive except a few cases. Okay, that I'll mention. Be plus past participle always passive. Normally passive, I say. Okay, and one more thing, one very important thing, you cannot make a passive construction without the help of be. Without the help of be. Be is there always. Okay, at least the non-finite form of be. What are they, Be, being and being. Non-finite forms. Be is infinitive, being is present participle, being is past participle. This also you have to keep in mind. If you search a passive voice, you will find in some places be you can find, in some places, especially in future tenses, you can find be, and then in continuous tenses you can find being, and perfect tenses you can find being. Okay, that you will find. Okay, later when you learn, definitely you can understand it. So I'll give some example. This is a lockdown time, and many people get arrested because they disobey the lockdown rules. Okay, so let's see. The rider was arrested. The rider was arrested. In this sentence, was arrested is passive, past passive. Simple past passive it is. So arrested. This sentence I'm saying arrested. It. Just a tip for pronunciation. When you see a word ending in T or D, and if it is added with ED, then you have to pronounce arrested. Wounded. Don't say wounded. Don't say arrested. It's arrested, wounded. Clear? Once more. Arrest. T. Okay. T or D. T or D we can say. And ED is the. Then it is arrested. Okay. Interrogated. Wounded. Like that. So, the rider was arrested. You can make the negative. Rider was not arrested. Wasn't arrested. Was the rider arrested? Was the rider not arrested? Or was the rider not arrested and then wasn't the rider arrested? So that way you can frame. Now, exception in this is some exceptional case I earlier mentioned it. He was gone. Sometimes you'll say he was gone. It is not passive. It is a perfect tense. He was gone. Okay, it's something different. I'll tell you what's the difference. Sometimes you'll say he has gone, and you also say he was gone. There is a difference in that. What he has gone is the present perfect tense. Perfect tense. Something is complete. He has gone, and the other one is he was gone. Suppose he has gone means the speaker saw him go. The speaker saw him go. Then you can say he has gone. But you went inside, and when you came out, the visitor has gone. Then you can say he was gone. Understood the difference? You didn't know, or you do not know when he left, when he went. So he has gone and he was gone. Difference is there. Was gone is perfect tense. It is not passive. Just to mention you. Another thing, one more exception. Sometimes you can find be as infinitive form. We use it to warn or to give instruction like that. Okay, in classes, often teachers like me use it. Be silent, be quiet. Okay, be ready for a test paper. Okay, so be ready, be quiet. be silent. We use be plus adjective to give instruction. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel and also press the bell button. Thank you very much. See you next time.